What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. As promised in some other videos, I will be showing you guys how I connected my Asus Stuff 1616 Super. This is one of the rigs that I have. It does have the Zotac 1616 Super and the 1616 Ti that I always talk about in my gaming room. They all run together to mine Ethereum. Now I will be adding this Asus Stuff 1616 Super to that. As you guys saw in some of the videos, I talk about it. So I'm gonna go over a couple of things that we need for it, and then we're gonna go connected. So obviously we need a rig that's right behind you guys, the 1616 Super, and I also got GPUrisers.com GPU risers from them. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it apart and let's start connecting it together. So this is the risers from GPUrisers.com, and what it has here, this is where you plug in your GPU. Once you push it in there, make sure this clicks in. That's holding your GPU. On this side we have this USB that connects here, which is the cable over here that I tucked away. This is the cable USB, and this one plugs into your motherboard where your slots are for GPUs, the black two or whichever color they are, or the actual 16 slot, or the actual ones where the whole GPU slides into. So that's that. And then here you have a 6-pin. So I already connected the PCIe to the power supply down here. So it has a 6+2, which can be run either as a 6-pin or 8-pin. This riser requires a 6-pin. I think most of them do. So you're gonna see the clip on top and a clip on top of this, and you're gonna just push it in and click it in. Just be gentle, don't push on this stuff too much. It is fragile for some part. As far as GPU goes, this is where it's gonna connect into the riser, and on top, this one does have a, make sure it's in the camera, this one does have an 8-pin. Usually 1616 Supers like the Zotac behind us, they require only a 6-pin, so 6+2 we can use either on an 8-pin like this, or just break out the little thing and use it on a 6-pin one. So just like right here, 6-pin, or you can put them together, they nicely go in together, and you can use it on an 8-pin. Let's hook up the riser, and it does say GPUrisers.com on it, and then we're gonna take the GPU. As you guys see the pointy spot right here, that slides in here. And just be very, very, very careful with it. If popped in, and then make sure this clip, let's see if you guys can see the clip. I showed the clip already. Make sure this is clipped in. There it goes. And that holds your GPU. And then the only thing we have left is to connect it to our GPU 8-pin. I do not have a second one handy. As you guys know, I did my office. It's not complete, almost not complete. But I can't find my cables, which box I put them in. So I'm going to use a splitter, which is 8-pin up here. And then it has two splitters, 6+2. Now this is not recommended on high power cards. Please check. I use a lot of these on my 1050s because they're just so low wattage. But I would not use it on higher power cards. I've been running them on 1050s since I built the rig, you guys know that, but I haven't had any problems. But it's not recommended, so make sure you guys get a higher gauge wire for them if you're gonna use them. But I don't recommend them, so this is not advice on it or anything else. But basically what you're gonna do is make sure that this clips in. Once it's clipped in, go ahead and slide it just to watch. Make sure the top portion where it clips in goes on top here, and make sure it's clipped in like this. And then that leaves us with two. One is, they're both 6+2. Well, this one is not connected to correctly. There you go, 6+2. So one is gonna go on top of our GPU, which is over here. And make sure you watch for the clip here and the clip back here. I don't know if you guys can see the clip there. Push it in gently, don't be too rough with this. So that's clicked in, and that leaves us with a 6-pin for the riser, which is down here. Again, the clip goes closer to the card. So push it in, make sure it's clipped in, double check it. But be gentle with it. That's all. I always say be gentle. Now that that's clipped in, I'm going to go ahead and place the GPU on top here. I don't know if you guys can see, I have an aluminum bar here. This is where my GPUs rest. I don't want them hanging or anything like that. And make sure all your wires are out of the way. Then I also get a little nut screw that I put in just to secure the GPUs on top. And if you guys can see here, here's a little hole. Here's the hole that I used to secure it in with the screw, and I have holes on top of the rig up here so I can screw them in. Now, if you guys don't have a full rig like I don't for this one, make sure you space out the GPUs. The only thing that it's missing on here is me running fans over here. I have this in the basement running about 60 to 65 fans on the cards, and they're doing both 42 or 43C. But once you start putting them together and closer, they will start running hotter. You might have to do fans depending how cold your basement is. And that's it, guys. I'm gonna do some cable management here. As you can see, it's all over the place. And then the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna connect the USB into the riser. Now that it's connected, I'm gonna go ahead and connect this into the motherboard. It only goes one way, so I don't want to say there's no way to mess it up. It only goes one way, and make sure you have it on correctly. Now that that's connected, you gotta go ahead and power your whole rig and set it up for mining. Now, before I start any kind of projects or removing wires of any of my rigs, I shut it down properly. So you wait 10 minutes. When you stop mining, you wait 10 minutes, shut it down, and then I even unplug the cable from the power supply because I don't want any kind of short or anything going on. I unplug it, give it about 5-10 minutes after that as well to do anything on the rig. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and do some cable management, and we're gonna go ahead and jump into Ethermine. We're gonna just show you guys about 36 hours after I put this together, show you some numbers, what these two are doing and everything else. And I'm gonna finish the cable management and we'll see you guys in Ethermine. Alright guys, here we are on Ethermine. As I said, we gotta quickly jump into the Ethermine just to show all of our hash rate now. This is recorded about 24 hours, 36 hours after I recorded putting the GPU in there. I just want to show you guys to see the updated stats and everything on it. So as far as the 3 cards running, the 1616 Ti, the 2 1616 Supers, as you guys saw the video, I added another ace of stuff 1660 to this. Now we're running about 93.9 megahash that's being reported, about 0.00236 a day, and we should be making about 0.0716 Ethereum a month if it stays this way it is. And I know it looked, when you first get this stuff and a mining rig and all the cables, I know it looks difficult, but it's literally you're connecting a cable to your power supply that's going to be connected to your riser and to your GPU on top, either 6 or 8 pin depending which card you have. And then the riser is going to get a USB cable, as I call it, that's going to be connected into the motherboard. And also depends what kind of motherboard you have. Some take USB connections, some take other stuff, but it's really that simple. After that, the rig goes on. You make sure you have Windows or Linux or Hive OS on it, and you start the miner, and then you do the overclock. And just like we did so many videos here showing the overclocks for different algorithms to mine. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I will try to answer them the best I can. If we go down here, you guys can see this is my UNK, is my gaming computer that I'm currently recording on, and this is the 2 1616 Supers that you saw in the rig that I just put together. So this is recorded about 36 hours after, just so I have the charts and updated mega hash for you guys. Alright, if you have any questions or comments, leave them down there below. I try to answer them the best I can. This is what it's mining right now, so you can see our profits. I hope you enjoyed this video as well, and guys, as always, have a wonderful day.